Good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining me on today's webinar. Again, my name is Jeremy Jenkins, and it is my pleasure to be with you today to kind of give you some updates on everything that's going on. State of the Union for Divvee Social. Yesterday, we had the privilege of going over to the Divvee office, and there was a big group of us, and we got to hear directly from Darren, from Lance, from Richard, from Travis, all the people involved, from Henry Marsh. It was awesome. Oh my goodness. We got to hear all the details, kind of what's going on, where we're at, what's happening, and just kind of the focus, right? What we need to be doing right now. And I learned a ton, and I'm happy to share it with you today. If you didn't see my Facebook Live, go watch that. You can basically see everything. But what I came away from it with was the following. So really, at the end of the day, what we have here at Divvee, or Newco, right? They're going to change the name. It's going to be an umbrella company where Divvee is going to become a product, right? So we have Ryze, which is our new Forex platform. So we've got that, and that's huge. That's valuable, and that's a product. So Ryze is one part, right? It's a product. It's one division of the company. We've got our travel portal division, and then we also have Divvee. And Divvee is it's not going away or anything. It's not changing the name of Divvee. No, Divvee is just becoming a product. It's one of the services that comes with the whole thing, right? So they're going to have this umbrella company, whatever it is, Newco, right? New company, and that will be announced in our event on July 28th, 29th here in Utah. So get here for that, because that is where things are going to be so amazing. All the big stuff's going to be announced. You're going to be able to meet all the new partners that are coming into to this new venture. It's going to be wow, amazing. So you can all get here. Do so, please. If not, I'm sure they'll find a way to stream it or something. I don't know what the plan is exactly, but the information will get out, and it's gonna be awesome. But yeah, nothing can replace being there. It's just the emotion, the excitement, the rubbing shoulders, and all that. Definitely worth doing everything you can to get here and be part of that, because it will change your life. It will be one of those defining moments, right? Before the event and after the event, how everything changed. So get here if you can. So basically, what did we cover? We covered that there are some certain principles and concepts in the world of network marketing and trying to find financial freedom in your life and success and all these things. And it has to do with, we've always talked about how Divvee, the magic of Divvee was being able to take the good things of network marketing, which are having team building and that relationships and personal development, and of course leverage. Leverage is so key. They brought up that quote from Warren Buffett a bunch of times about if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, then you will work the rest of your life, right? And that is so true. People that become wealthy have figured out how to have leverage. Okay, leverage is where you have something working for you, even while you're sleeping, even when you're on vacation, whatever. They're assets, right? Things that will produce money on your behalf, whether it's money itself, or whether it's some kind of a system or a company or whatever, right? A home business, something that will produce money for you even when you're doing other things, right? Because the whole concept of time for money, or trading your time for dollars, that is, you just can't do it. You don't have enough time. You can't make enough per hour, right, to really to have true wealth. And then if something were to ever happen, you got sick or you got hurt or whatever, then it goes away, right? It stops. And so to protect yourself, to protect your family, you have to find these solutions, these assets that will work on your behalf and create money while you sleep. Okay. Now, we know that network marketing, home-based business, has always been one of the top ways to do that, right? Because you get to leverage a team, you get to leverage a workforce or a sales force, right? And and build it out. But the barriers of entry are lower and everything from traditional business, so it's a good thing. The bad thing about network marketing is it's always been based on sales, right? So they call it direct sales, basically. Right, and that's all the way back from Fuller Brush, Amway, and all the way forward. And so what happens is, to be able to do that, to be able to pay out in a multi-level type compensation model, you have to mark up your products a lot, right? You have to 7 times or 10 times the price so that you can pay it out in the comp plan and still make money as a company. And so it's always been kind of the sale. Okay, well, yes, our products are overpriced, or they're because they are exclusive, or because whatever reason, right? And the only place you can get them is from us, and so people are willing to pay the higher prices because it's something that supposedly, and then you have your income claims or your product claims, right, that get you in trouble with the FTC and everybody. And so there's all these issues. There are all these issues that happen, right, where people exaggerate and, oh, my product does this, it cures cancer and it does that, and you're getting in trouble, right? Or you have the income claim, where you say, oh, look, come in here and in 60 days you could be making thousands of dollars and all that, and which is not true for the average person. And so what happens is people feel like they've been lied to. People feel like that it's not true, that it's all a scam or whatever, right? And so you have attrition. Okay, the difference between attrition and retention. Attrition is when people quit. Attrition is when people give up, right? They feel like there's not enough value in the product, and there's not enough value in what they're getting, right? So they're either not making money, or they think that their product doesn't work for them, that it didn't do what they everyone said it would do or whatever, and so they're done, right? I'm out, and they go. Right? So the opposite is retention, right? Retention is when people feel like, oh yeah, I'm making money here, I'm going to stay. Or, oh yeah, this product is actually, or this service is actually producing for me, so I'm going to stick around, right? I'm going to do it. And so the goal, of course, is to have retention. So Henry Marsh, he is one of the new partners at Divvee, or Newco. And he got to talk to us yesterday and explain to us, some of these concepts, right? And how, and it was fascinating. I didn't know he was an Olympic athlete. He competed in the steeplechase and like 3 different Olympics or 4, I can't remember. But anyway, wow, successful guy, right? As an athlete, and then later to go on and be part of Monarch Health Sciences, that then turned into Monavie, and be one of the founders of that company, and help it to grow to be $1 billion company in just a couple of years, and one of the fastest companies to ever do that. Fascinating, right? To hear his story and his success, and then to hear him say that his one regret from all of that was that they didn't teach people how to retain their wealth, right? They had a lot of people that made millions of dollars and so on and so forth, but most of them ended up in trouble financially, right? They didn't teach them how to actually create wealth. All they taught them was how to go sell stuff, and create a team. So and then he was talking about that with the retention, that their retention at Monavie was average 3 months. That's it, 3 months. Okay, so the millions of people that ended up joining Monavie at some point, average only stayed for 3 months. Then they were gone, right? Why? Because they couldn't find value. They couldn't find value in the product. They couldn't make money. And so, it hurts a lot of people. That's the thing about it, is that if you have a lot of people that don't win, then it becomes bad. Then there's a negative, right? Then you have people talking bad about it, that it's just a scam and whatever. And it's funny. We all know, it's like, if you were trying to play basketball and you come in and you get frustrated because you're not playing like LeBron James plays, right? Or whatever. Well, of course not. They're professionals, and that's why we pay money to go watch them, right? But it's kind of the same concept. A lot of people come into this and think they can be professional, and that's why you have trainers that go out and tell you how to become a pro at doing network marketing, because that's the only way to traditionally make money in direct sales, is to do all those steps that make you into a pro and sticking with it and hanging with it for 3 to 5 years and all that stuff, right? And the average person doesn't want to do that. They're not willing to do that. So how do you get a win? How do you flip it over and change it from only 5% of people having success and the other 95% quitting or just continuing to battle, for years and years and years? How do you change it so that 95% of the people actually have a win? They actually have a success story. They actually feel good about what's going on. Well, that's what they're putting together now at Divvee. Now, Divvee itself, the concept, right, is that, right? It's a way where you can come in with minimal cost, right? Hardly any barrier to entry, okay? No monthly auto ship that you're forced to do, okay? No selling, no forced recruiting, any of that stuff. You can literally just come in and, for a minimal fee, reasonable, yearly fee, right? And actually start to have a win, actually start to have some results, some success, right? And so if you can find a product or a service that fits that model, where even somebody that came in for free as a free customer, free member, right, could actually have a win. They could actually have success with it and feel like it was a good thing and they want to stick with it. Then you've got a success formula, right? Then you can actually go crazy and bring in the millions of people, okay? So that's what they've been doing. So with this new company, we basically now have 3 categories, all right? 3 categories. So talk about each of them. I'm going to share my screen here real quick so we can talk about each. Was that one of the new partners? So there's basically 2 partners coming in to be part of this new company, right? They acquired these 2 companies. The first one is called HoDo Global, all right? So what is HoDo Global? Well, it's a travel opportunity, right? And they offer the following. So we've got exclusive access to prices that beat other booking sites 80 to 90% of the time. Okay, that sounds pretty good. 110% best price guarantee. Wow, that's really cool. 400,000 top brand hotels and resorts. Bonus week resort starting at just $99 a week. Holy cow. Cruise discounts and rebates. Significant discounts on shopping, dining, gift cards, entertainment, and rewards points on every purchase that can be used as cash on the TripSpin website. Wow, that's pretty good, right? Insider deals on any means of travel, hotels, flights, cars, cruises, vacations, river cruises, sailboats, yachts, worldwide tours, luxury vacation homes, activities, golf tee times, and restaurant savings. And then up to 70% in savings. So check this out. Hong Kong, right? TripAdvisor came out to be $458 a night, right? That's the Hyatt Regency there in Hong Kong. Guess what? Here at, with TripSpin, which is the technology behind HoDo, it came out at $225. What? Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Okay. So here's the thing, right? So if we've got, the traditional model of network marketing, well, to join HoDo was $199 plus $49 a month after that, right? To be able to get all these discounts and deals and whatever. But we all know that with Divvee, the Divvee model, okay, their new co-model, we're going to get this travel for free. It's included in our subscription, right? In our membership. So if we're, joining just as a Divvee member for $50 a year, then instead of $100 or $200 up front and $50 a month, we're getting all of this for just the $50 a year. That's what we're getting. And then once they introduce the free customer part, okay, then the free customers will be able to get some of this, okay, not all of it, but some of this, at least the hotels, flights, and cars and stuff, we'll be able to get that. All they got to do, put in their email, their name, their email, maybe a phone number, right? And now they're a free member of the travel portal. And whenever they book travel, they go rent a hotel or they rent a car or they do whatever, that is going to give you some commissions. Wow. All right. So is this a win? Is this something that I'm going to say 95%, because we could go with 100% of people winning, right? But we all know that there's always that 5% that just will screw it up no matter what, right? So, but if we can say, hey, you know what? Look what we've got here. We've got this amazing, amazing travel thing, and you can join for free, or you can, be an affiliate for just $50 a year. Then, wow, how can you go wrong? You just took one trip, you'd make your money back for sure. And then, of course, you just get a bunch of people that want to sign up for free and save some money on travel. Then that's going to give you some commissions every time they do it. So that's a win. That's where 95% of people can go away from here feeling like, yes, I got a good deal. This was a success for me, right? Because 110% best price guarantee. How do you go wrong, right? And then you're making points and commissions and all that. So okay, we have a win here. We have a service, a product that everybody can win with. 95% of the people absolutely will feel like this is a good value. This is good, good for me. I'm not going to quit, right? Cool. So we just all of a sudden changed our retention from less than 20% to up to 95%. People are going to stick around. They're going to be working on this, and they're going to be loving it. Great. So that's the first one. All right. Now, second thing that they brought to the table is Ryze AI. Okay, that's artificial intelligence. So what's the advantage here? Well, everybody knows that they should be saving some money, right? That's no secret. And that's one financial thing that most everybody learns about at some point in high school or college or something, is that you're supposed to put some money away for a rainy day, right? We're supposed to save our money. Unfortunately, when we're saving our money, it's hard to know if it's going to grow or not, right? The average person, if you were to ask the average person, you would find that there's really just two major things that people put their savings into: a traditional savings account in a bank, and probably some kind of a 401k or a Roth IRA or something like that, right? So you've got the advantage of tax deferred savings, and it's based on the stock market, and it can grow right over time. So it's not bad, not bad at all. And 401k is okay, but it's also not super safe. It can be based on stocks. So guess what? It's something that can actually lose its value. And we know in 2008, there were people that lost their entire life savings because they had it in a 401k. It went away because it was based on stocks. And stocks are all based on companies, right? Companies. So it's some group of CEOs or board of directors or whoever making the things happen, pulling the strings, and it can affect your financial future, right? So what's a little bit safer than that? Well, Forex, right, which is foreign exchange or foreign currency, that's something that's a little bit more stable because it's based on governments, right? So the the euro and the dollar and the yen and some of the other things. So the value of fiat currency will never go to zero, right? We know that it can never completely die, right? It fluctuates, right? It goes up and down and stuff, but it will never completely go away. So, if you have your money in actual currency, then that's a lot safer than a stock. Okay, so a stock, and it could go up and down, you don't know, but currency itself, will never disappear. Okay, never go completely away. So what happens is that they fluctuate in value depending on different economic things going on in the world, different situations and stuff. And so, at some point the dollar might be worth, 1.8 Canadian dollars or something, right? Yeah, you don't know, right? It depends. It fluctuates all the time, but every day. It's like every day. In fact, several times throughout the day, it will fluctuate in how much, how many yen you can buy for $1 or vice versa. And so what they're doing with Ryze AI is they're saying, okay, we're going to get into this Forex market, right? Where people, what they do is, we all know the idea of, buying low and selling high, right? That makes sense. It's, if you can buy it at, when it's at 1.1 and then it goes up in value to 1.8 and you can then sell it, well, you just made a profit, right? That's logical. So what they're doing though is, in traditional Forex trading, you are dealing with experts, right? Experts that they study this stuff. They go in, they learn it, and they know what to look for, and they say, okay, I think it's going to go up at this point, and then and they'll place their trade and stuff. So that's been going on a long time. They've used computers to kind of try and help track it and stuff over the years. But you have to be really an expert. You have to be really good at it. You have to be what they call a day trader, where you do it like every day for hours to actually find some success with it. Most people can't handle it, right? Most people just don't have the time and patience to deal with it, right? And I don't blame them. I mean, who does? So that's why most people don't do it. But what they figured out with Ryze is a way to where you can actually just take your money, put it into a broker account, right? It's kind of like a savings account, and you then authorize Ryze to do the trade signals to your broker, and then the broker will do the trades. But it happens because it's not a person, it's not an individual, it's not subject to human error. It's a computer, right? It's artificial intelligence, and the Ryze platform basically plays in this $5.4 trillion a day market, and it goes in and it does micro trades, right? So what it's doing is it's taking your money, it's doing these foreign exchange things where it does just thousands of transactions a day, and earns just a little bit. So on millions of dollars, it might only earn $25 at a time, but it's doing thousands of them throughout the day. So it grows, right? And the cool thing about it is that this technology, it's never had a losing day. Never, right? It might have had a losing trade, okay, on a certain day, but it's never had a losing day. The overall, all the trades that it's done, it's always come out ahead. And that is amazing. So this is something that millionaires have tried to they've tried to buy it from him, but he wouldn't sell it. So Travis Bott, who's the guy that helped bring this to Divvee, he's had many offers, and he decided to bring it to Divvee. Why? Because of the model. Because at Divvee we have this model where we feel like we can allow everybody to win, right? And so it's really awesome. So basically, we've got guys like Henry Marsh, and we've got guys, other guys that have put in hundreds of thousands of dollars into this thing, and they've tested it. And over the years, it's been years of testing, they've never had a single loss on a day, and it's been averaging between 3 and 4% per month. Okay, so if you understand the power of compounding interest, all right, 3 to 4% per month. Right, that gets you what? That's almost 40. Let's see, 40%. A year. Holy cow! That is awesome. That is amazing. So instead of putting your money in the stock market where it could crash and burn, or instead of putting it in other risky things or stuff that's not liquid, right? So you could put it in gold or something like that, but then that's not liquid. That's something, if you have it in gold, then if you need your money right away, then you got to go and figure out how to sell the gold and all that, and you don't know if the gold's going up or down, whatever, right? So this model it's safe, it's lucrative, it's incredible, and it's something you don't have to ever learn anything. That's the other secret to this, is that in other opportunities, other companies, other businesses and stuff that sell Forex or Forex education or all that as a product, well, basically that's all they're doing. They're either selling you the education, so you got to go do it on your own, or they might do some kind of like an auto trader where it just matches, your account matches what some other expert's doing, right? But at the end of the day, that expert could be wrong. He might pick wrong, and then you lose, right? Because you're matching what he's doing. And so with this one, you don't have to learn anything. You don't have to understand what a pip is or what a what the different values of the currency and all that stuff. You don't have to learn any of that. All you do is just say, hey, this is cool. I'm going to put my money in there and let it grow. Right? Let it grow. Have a success story and tell your friends and so on. Right? So Ryze. It's also another safe and sound investment tool. Right? It removes speculation, makes the system a safe and sound investment tool. All you got to do is just tell people, hey, do you want to put your money in a safe place that's liquid? You can get it out anytime you want, and have it grow at the 3 to 4% average monthly compound interest. And then you can actually make money with this as well if you want to do it as an affiliate. It's a win, right? People will put their money into this thing, and they will have a win. So it's another win. It's another thing where you don't have to recruit, you don't have to build a team, you don't have to understand all this stuff. People will put their money in it, and it will produce. And so, boom, another check mark next to our retention model, right? Retention is real with Ryze because there's no reason that people will quit. They're not going to feel like they got taken. They're not going to feel like they've been had, that it's a scam, that they put in a whole bunch of money and they didn't make their money back, right? No. When you join Ryze, you so the minimum is $500, right? So if you have $500 in a savings account, most people should have at least that much in somewhere, right? And they can take that money, put it into this, and have it grow, and within days they'll be able to see the results because you have access to it. You can check it anytime during the day, right? Log into your account, see what it's doing, right? It's not like you have to wait till the end of the month to be able to see the results. No, you can see it within days, probably the first day, right? Yeah, well, maybe not the first day, but within days, once the account's funded and they start doing it and everything. I think they were saying it does maybe take a few days for it to start kicking in, but all of a sudden you start seeing those results, right? You start seeing what it's doing, and it's not costing you anything because from $500 all the way up to $2,500, you don't have to pay a dime. There's no monthly fee for it, okay? And then what happens is after you get up to $2,500, so at $2,500 balance in the account, at that point, then yes, there is a fee, but here's the magic of it, right? So I'm going to pull up see, where's my little whiteboard thing? Okay, so here's how it works. So if you have 500 to 2,500 free, right? No cost, no monthly cost at all. You just put your money in there and let it grow. Let it start doing its thing, okay? Zero cost, zero money. Okay, but from 2,500, so it's based on tiers, right? So 2,500 to 5,000, I believe, is what it is. At that point, okay, then there's a monthly fee on that of $40. All right, so 40. Sorry for, but anyway. Okay, so $40 monthly fee or monthly subscription. Okay, I should say, to have that amount of money in the account growing. But let's do some math, right? So if we've got, let's just say it's 5,000, right? So if we got $5,000 in there times, and let's just go average, 3.5%. Okay, well, that's $175. So ask the question. If I told you, hey, I've got $175 for you, come to my house, pay me $40, and I will give you $175. Would you do it? I think so, right? I would guess, unless you lived far away and had to get on a plane. But that's the point. How many times would you give 40 to get 175 back? All day long, right? And who wouldn't? That just is logical. It makes sense. So what happens is that $40 now goes into the comp plan. Goes in to pay the 10 people, so it'd be basically $4 up the tree, right? 10 levels, 10 people getting paid $4 for that $40 a month transaction, okay, subscription fee. Now, is this money based on, it's not based on the earnings. It's not based on, any of that stuff. It's a subscription fee, a monthly subscription, and that then gets paid back to, the company to pay out in the comp plan. Okay. So let's just take this to the next level. So even, let's go to 10,000, right? So if you had $10,000, right? So there's a level or one of the tiers where if you have $10,000 in the account, then guess how much the monthly is? 800. And you might think, 800? That's crazy. Why would I pay $800, for this Ryze account? Holy cow. Well, I'll tell you why. Because here's what's happening. In your Ryze account, if you have $10,000 in there, and it's earning 3.5% a month, right? Let's see, did I do that right? No, sorry, I'm doing this wrong. I was thinking of 10,000 or 100,000. I did the math wrong. Okay, sorry. This is, so on 10,000, sorry, that would only be 80. All right. $80 on the commission. It's 100,000. But 100,000, that's where it becomes 800. Okay, sorry. Sorry for the confusion. All right. So 800. There we go. So if we go back to our calculator here. So yeah. So at 10,000, right? Then times 3.5%, 350, right? So would you pay 80 to get 350? Of course you would, right? And then, same thing, if you had, it's basically the same math, right? If you had 100,000 in there, okay, and it's earning 3.5%, well, that's $3,500, right? So would you be willing to pay 800 to get 3,500? Of course you would, right? That's the magic of this, is that people will want to do it because there's a win. Right? It's a win. It's a positive experience. Nobody's losing anything. They're paying 800, but they're getting 3,500, and they didn't have to do anything. Their money worked for them. Okay? Their money did all the heavy lifting, right? They made 3,500. They only had to pay 800, so they are definitely still ahead. It's a win for everybody, because then what happens is that $800 goes into the comp plan, and 10 people get paid $80. Okay, so yes, this is a win. So Ryze is absolutely awesome because, like I said, it's liquid. You get out whenever you want. It's not subject to loss. It's been years and years of every single month they've had a win every month, on average between 3 and 4%. Okay, then. It's based on foreign exchange. It's based on currencies, not stocks. So it's government protected, basically, right? Governments aren't going to go away, at least most of them. It's just super simple. And then because of this, it's like Henry Marsh was talking about. He said, "Here's the thing. So in traditional network marketing, to get people to increase their monthly auto ship, right, to increase how much they buy every month, is almost impossible." Right? People will come in maybe on the big package and, $1,000 package or whatever that pays out 800 in volume and stuff. But, they won't stay on that one. No way. After that, they're going to go to the bare minimum. They're going to go down to the $150 to $200 pack, right? Every month. Well, here with this one, guess what's happening? It's going to keep going up. Right? People are going to see how this keeps going up. It keeps growing, right? They're going to leave their money in there. And it's going to compound, and it's going to keep growing and growing. And then the auto ship is going to increase just because it naturally does. They're going to be happy about it because they're making more money. So they'll pay the next tier, whatever it is. And so now people's auto ships actually go up, and they're happy about it. It's awesome. So it's a win, right? So, and this is something that a customer, the average person who never recruits anybody, could actually do. Just pay their $99, come in, put their money in, and let it grow. Watch it go. And that all of a sudden produces money for you, right? So it's the same idea with the travel. The travel, you got free customers coming in, they're traveling, it's making you money, right? With Ryze, there's a cost to it. They do have to pay their license fee, $99, but still, they come in as a customer, they put their money in, and it starts to grow, right? And it starts to happen. And as soon as it gets to $2,500, then money starts producing into the comp plan, into our matrix. So this is cool. This is retention, right? We've got people that will actually put money in, keep it there because it's growing. It's a win for them. And so they'll never quit. They will never give up. We will all of a sudden now have 95% of the people say, yeah, I will stick with this because my $500 I put in started to grow. It's starting to have results. It's starting to have this compounding effect. Why would they ever quit? They'll keep it there, right? So now we've just increased our retention because of travel. We've increased our retention because of Ryze. Now let's talk real quick about rank and share, right? So rank and share, we know, being the third component, is absolutely awesome, right? So the Divvee rank and share. Why? Because we know that somebody can come in for how much? If they want to, just for $50, okay, and start doing rank and share. Now, rank and share is not perfect. It's not pretty right now. We know that. It's kind of frustrating. And it's going to be that way probably for another month or two. Okay, they're hoping that maybe it can get a new, cleaner version of rank and share up and going by the 28th of July. Right? It might go a little bit longer, as late as September. I'm kind of going with, maybe somewhere in the middle, probably, August timeframe, to where we have, a clean, functional version of rank and share with our new back office and everything that it makes it pretty and stuff. So, it's not that far away, right? Pretty close. So this month, July, we have to make a choice. Do we keep promoting just on rank and share and deal with some of the frustration that makes people unhappy and continue to apologize that the points didn't show up or this or that or whatever? Or do we lead with the Ryze product, which actually works, right? Which actually is 100% functional, and people can make money right now, right? So it's up to you. Everybody can decide what they're more comfortable with. So you can either do just Divvee for $50, okay, or you can do the full package, right? So if you join for $125, you're getting the full Ryze package, right? And that includes rank and share and travel, right? So this $50 includes rank and share and travel. This $125 includes rank and share, travel, and Ryze, all right? So for $125, you're getting everything. Now, what's the advantage? All right. Well, so over here, the option is, okay, yes, I can join for the $50. I can start doing my rank and share stuff, and so if it's July, then I'm not going to get paid until August, right? So it's a month out. Okay, and that's fine. And you can go do it, and you can start getting your points, and obviously we're going to get points and get gift cards and all that stuff. That's happening. It's it's not going away. It's definitely the heart and soul of it, and it will be amazing once they get the technology behind it and the platform 100% and everything. It's going to be awesome. We're going to blow the things out of the water with this, right? So that's future. Okay, that's August, September timeframe. All right, today, July. What are the options? Well, why not say, okay, it's $125, but if I go and get my first 3 people to join with me, 3 people that would be interested in doing this Ryze platform, okay, that's cool. I could probably find 3 people. I definitely know 3 people that have money in the bank that would rather have their money growing for them, and they could probably do $99 to do that, right? If I show them the videos and everything that we're getting on Ryze, they will absolutely do that. So it's like, okay, so I will upgrade. I will join for $125. I will go get my 3. Why? Because with 3 new enrollments, I make $150. So with $150, now I am money ahead. I paid back, my initial investment, and I made $25. Okay, and now I have this really cool Ryze platform. I can put my savings in and have it start growing. Right? All because I invited 3 people. I found 3 people, and it doesn't matter if they want to do it as a business or if they want to do it just as a customer. If they do it as just a customer, then it's only $99, right? If they want to be an affiliate too and actually make some money and get Divvee and travel with it too, then they pay $25. Okay, so 3 people. I now am more than broke even, And then if I go and tell another 7 people, right, to have a total of 10, then I make an additional 350. And the benefit of this is that it is paying now weekly, right? So this pays out on a weekly basis. So if we did this, so all of this starts on July 5th. So on Wednesday, July 5th, you can now join with the Ryze package for the 125, or if you're already part of Divvee, then you can do it for just 75. Right? So $75 for those that are already in Divvee to upgrade. Okay, so, and it doesn't matter. So these 3, okay, it could be new people paying 125, or it could be other people paying 75. Doesn't matter. Okay, the point is there's 3 that purchase the Ryze package at either price, and that produces the 150. Okay, so now I'm not waiting. Right now, instead of coming in for 50 and and then having to do my rank and share and then find some people and stuff and wait a month for it all to to pay out and everything, I could do this one for just $75 more, and then go find my 3 and actually make the $150 back, right? And then go get my 10 and get my 350 right away in this month of July, right? Every Friday that pays out once it's done. So like if you did this next week, then on July 14th, Friday the 14th of July, you would get your money, right? So really quick how to do that, okay? So those are our options right now. It just makes sense because I really think most people, once they understand what Ryze is, will want to do it, right? Now, if people don't have the $500 to put in right now, that's okay, right? They don't have to. You don't have to fund the account to be able to start making the money and building, right? No, you can fund the account whenever. Okay, that's up to you. That's between you and the broker, right? You just get your 125. Now you're in, you've got it, and you fund that at some point. So what's another option? You could say, okay, well, look, I want to be able to put the $500 in there. How do I get to $500? Well, 150 plus 350 is how much? 500. Okay, so as soon as you go and get your 10, you've got the 500 that you can now put into your Ryze account and have it start working for you. Okay, so yes, that is awesome. That is how you do it. Now, of course, what's going to happen is everybody that comes in with Ryze will also start doing rank and share, right? Even though it's not perfect, they'll probably find out about it. They'll probably start dabbling with it, right? And of course, they'll also get the travel, and they'll start dabbling with the travel. So you'll also start making money as these individuals start doing this other stuff as well, right? Because it's going to be there. It'll show up. It's not going to be hidden or anything, right? So yeah, that's going to be so fun. So what do we have? Let's sum up. So we basically have 3 things that we can win with. We can win with Divvee because we can tell people if you just plain don't have any money right now, then let's do some of these daily activities. Let's get you to a point where you're making, $100 to $300 a month in gift cards and other benefits, right? And then when the free members can do that, wow, that's going to be a win. That's going to be a huge win. Somebody can come in for free into Divvee. They can start doing these daily activities that they're recommending. They can make that extra $100 to $300 a month in an Amazon card, in a Walmart card, whatever. And then once they're comfortable with it, they can say, oh, I'd like to upgrade. I'd like to get the full travel package, or maybe even this, right? The pay the $125 to get the Ryze package. They feel like they can afford it now because they're doing this, right? They're getting the $100 to $300 in value from either a cell phone plan or a gift card or whatever. So is that a win? Absolutely. Is that something that will retain people? Is that something that 95% of the people will stick with because it didn't cost them anything? They joined for free, or they joined for just $50. But then their first month they made $100 to $300, right? And then after that, there's no monthly, so they won't quit, and they'll keep doing the daily rank and share activities, and so they'll keep getting more points to get gift cards and stuff. Does that help with retention? Does that keep people sticking around? I think so. I believe that's definitely a 95% yes on retention. Okay, so then we got travel. Okay, so if people can join, same thing for that $50, right? Or eventually for free, okay? And they can save whatever, right? Hundreds of dollars a year on their travel. And when they do travel, they can get some points and all that. Will that be a 95% success retention? Will people stick with it and never quit on travel because there's no monthly and they're actually getting real value? Yep, I think so. Okay, what about Ryze, right? So what if we can get people in and have them start making 3 to 4% on their money in a totally liquid account that's based and powered by Forex currency trading, and they actually start seeing results right from their very first month, and it doesn't cost them any kind of monthly fee until after they have $2,500 in the account and they're actually making way more than what they'd have to spend. Is that another one that we feel like 95% of the people would stick with once they got in and saw it? I do. I think that's definitely a retention. So now 95% of the people are going to be winning. Okay? They're going to be winning. And the other awesome thing about all of this is that it can be completely international because it's all digital. It's all digital services, digital products that people anywhere in the world can participate in. Now, not so much the Divvee part, right? We know that Divvee probably will only work in the Americas and Europe and parts of Asia at the beginning. We don't have anything yet for Russia and some of these other countries. I believe Japan should be good to go. I believe most of Latin America would be good to go. Obviously, United States, Canada, United Kingdom, the rest of Europe should be okay on Divvee, right? Daily actions and all of that, and gift cards and everything. There are certain countries, though, that just Divvy's going to take some time to get it going. Okay, so in the meantime, those countries can use travel, and they can use Ryze to make money. And then what is going to happen is, as those countries start to build and build and build based on these two things, then they have an actual, they can say, hey, look, there's 10,000 of us here in Russia, right? So, why don't you start getting some contracts for the Divvee part of it and allow us to make money too from that, right? So that will come. That will come as these two grow in certain countries and allow Divvee to go out and get those contracts and get those deals and all that, right? So, but still, at the end of the day, it's a win, right? Because here's the thing. Somebody in Russia could sign up, right? Start doing these. And then if they're smart about it, they could start building a team international, and their team could consist of people in Latin America or in the United States or Japan or wherever where there is Divvee activities. And that person in Russia could then actually earn money on those activities that are happening, right? So yes, so they can start out with Ryze, start making these bonuses, do travel. Travel will work in Russia. Okay, they can start getting people to do the travel, start earning money from people travel from Russia, because they do, right? Why not? And then, of course, as that team builds out and they get people from other parts of the world, those people in Russia can actually earn money from Divvee as well. And then vice versa for like somebody in Latin America, right? Latin America, they might not have as much stuff to do in Divvee, but they can recruit people in other parts of the world, especially the United States, Spanish speakers here, there's tons of them, and they can start building out a team that way and start making money off of the efforts of their team in the USA and make money. So this is a global, seamless comp plan. This will work anywhere in the world, and people can all take advantage of it no matter where they are, even if the Divvee part isn't quite 100% yet. Okay? So at the end of the day, we have 95% retention because we have a win, 3 wins for people that come in, even if they're not doing it as a business. They come in for free. If you remember, when that comes available later this fall, for right now, they're coming in for just a minimal price of $50, $125, and they can start winning right away. They can start seeing their value. They can start seeing their earnings. They can start seeing how they can, most people will be able to do this and get their gift cards and everything, and actually see how there's true value in what we're doing with Divvee. So with that, we're about at the hour mark. I appreciate your time. I hope this helps understand a little bit better where we're at. Get ready. On Monday, they're going to release all the new videos that talk about Ryze and what we're doing. On Wednesday the 5th, we start with these new enrollment packages. And of course, that goes to pretty much the whole world. Okay, I'm going to get a list on Monday of the exact countries that we can do this in. But my understanding is pretty much every country that's not in political turmoil and that can pay using Bitcoins will be able to participate with us in this and start earning money as soon as July 14th, right? The first payday for the Ryze bundle. So it's time. It's time to go out. Time to start inviting people, start talking about Ryze and how cool it is, start talking about travel, how awesome it is, start talking about how Divvee is, is good, but it's going to get better and better and better, and how to really change your life based on all these things. It's coming, guys. We're going to get the new back office, shopping portal, all those things will be coming in the next few months here, but the majority with our launch event on the 28th. Get here if you can. If not, we'll definitely share the news. But it's time. It's time to go out and make it happen. So with that, I'll let you get back to your Saturdays. Thanks so much for spending some time with me today, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.